Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Earlier today, I made a video that I was making a point, and that is someone might detonate a dirty bomb and blame someone else, if you know what I mean. I didn't want to say who they might be and who they might seem to groom us into really accepting the fact that it might happen. And why now? Why now? Well, why now? We know why exactly, because somebody is not winning, and when you're not winning, you're trying to cheat. And when you're trying to cheat, you do all kind of stuff and you point the fingers at the other side. Now, you thought maybe I was joking, or maybe I was jumping the gun on that nuclear attack or dirty bomb. Now, I have here 4 articles ready for you that came today, and I'm going to show them to you. One is this that I used for the early video that I showed you. Russia's war in Ukraine raises a harrowing question: how widespread would fallout from a nuclear bomb be? And I was thinking, what the hell is going on here? Why are these guys talking about it? Okay, remember, this is from today, and today is the 9th of June 2023. This was 7 hours ago. Then I go to the next article. I found this one from the war zone. Again, today, all right? And it says right here, June 9th, 2023. Special forces parachuted with nukes strapped to them during the Cold War. What is the coincidence between this to appear today and this to appear today on a total different, the war zone, and the other one was Business Insider. And I'm not done. And I'm going to jump to another article coming from Ukrainska Pravda. And this is from yesterday, June 8th. NATO has a plan in case nuclear disaster occurs at Zaporozhye nuclear power plant. This is top official. So all these are regarding a nuclear explosion accident, and it's from 3 different sources. And now this is the cherry from the cake. Right here, Russia Today. This is today, 9 June 2023. Ukraine tried to attack nuclear power plant. Local officials. Now, it doesn't mean this is true, but in the context of this yesterday, this today, and they show this guy parachuting with a beer, whatever that is, like a beer, how do you call it, barrel. Doesn't it? Hey, bring the beer back. Go with it as long as it's Bud Light, my friend. Just go. So this is it, and they show this U.S. Army. Remember, this is today, and this is from today again. All 3 nuclear, and then nuclear, because nuclear power plant. Air defenses brought down drones headed for the Zaporozhye nuclear power plant, authorities claimed. You see, these guys, Russia Today, seem to use, claimed, alleged, something that the Western countries do not use when they are, for instance, reporting certain kind of news coming from one direction. They are very quick to use those words and remember their journalistic college times or something. When they use about the Russians claiming something or alleging with no evidence provided, they are very quick to point that out. But when it's about Zelensky or their weasels saying something, they just take it easy without questions or pay, if you know what I mean. Good pay, but you know what I mean, right? So let's go back to this article. Let's see what these guys are saying. Russian air defenses have intercepted 3 drones armed with explosive warheads that were headed towards the Zaporozhye nuclear power plant on Friday, today. Local authorities told Russia Today. The attack came after Moscow had warned Kiev against any attacks on Europe's largest atomic energy station. Now, it doesn't mean that this really happened, as these guys are saying, but I think it's worth mentioning it. Electronic warfare specialists detected the UAVs and brought down, this is supposedly the drone right here, with this explosive. It's like a bazooka, the top, the whatever it's that called. Electronic warfare specialists detected the UAVs and brought them down, Zaporozhye officials say. said one of the drones exploded upon crashing, while two were recovered mostly intact. The lightweight UAVs were armed with PG-7L high explosive rockets. Exactly what I said. The PGs, I couldn't find a word. They said you put it on front and you put them on your shoulder and you look through the whatever is that called and sights and boom. Commonly used with RPG-7 anti-tank launchers. That's what it is, my friends. My bad. Rusty terms. Ordnance disposal specialist examined the wreckage and decided to destroy the devices on the spot after documenting the remains. And I'm quoting, Ukraine blew up the Nova Kakhovka hydroelectric power station in order to distract the world from the failures of their much publicized counteroffensive, end quote, the Zaporozhye authorities said in a statement. And I'm quoting, now they need another disaster, this time a nuclear one, for which they will again blame Russia. Earlier in the day, another drone crashed in a residential building in Russian city of Voronezh, injuring 3 people. Now it says here that Ukrainian attack against Russian civilian infrastructure. Voronezh is about 260 kilometers from the nearest Ukrainian-held territory. So, what do you think, my friends, about all that? Here, Russia's permanent representative to the United Nations, Vasily Nebenzia, has urged the Security Council to stop Ukraine from even contemplating an attack on the Zaporozhye nuclear power plant. Russian Foreign Ministry's spokeswoman Maria Zakharova said on Wednesday that Moscow will, and I'm quoting, respond extremely harshly to any attacks by Ukraine, end quote, on the power plant itself, its infrastructure, or the town of Energodar, where its employees live. Okay, well, is this an attack? So I'm waiting for the respond extremely harshly. It just was an attack. Unsuccessful according to you guys. So then what's going to be your response? None. I'm waiting for one, but I know the Russians have been consistent so far in whatever they said they did, good or bad. So I found another article again regarding the nuclear power plant, the nuclear attack or anything like a dirty bomb. I can't find it now, but doesn't matter. I think those 4 articles that I mentioned and I used for this video are enough just to, I don't know, raise a little alarm that these guys are talking about it. And in the video I made earlier today, right here, I made some points on what's going on and how come these guys are talking about it. It's like they try to desensitize or, no, not desensitize, making us more calloused towards whatever news is going to be presented to us regarding the nuclear power plant or whatever dirty bomb, whatever is going to be. It's very strange, isn't it? Today, no, today and yesterday, but not before. You usually start cheating or employing dirty punches and kicks when you start losing, not when you win. Remember, for instance, I love Mike Tyson. But you remember Mike Tyson and Holyfield, the second fight, when Mike Tyson beat part of Holyfield's ear? Why do you think he was doing that? Not because he was winning, out of frustration that he could not knock out Holyfield. That's what it was. It was not because he was happy about it. So now, I'm not saying whatever the Russians here is all, yes, there was the Ukrainians doing that. I'm not saying that, but it's strange that the Americans, 2 articles I used over there, 2, and the Ukrainians, the 3rd one, talking about it. And today, late today, the article came from the Russians. I don't know if the Russians picked on the Western's frenzy about it, and they just tried to counter it, like, I broke the news, these guys are already trying that. Obviously, the Ukrainians will deny it, which they can. I'm not going to say, yes, we did it. And the Western weasels say, yes, the Russians are lying. I don't care who's lying. If that power plant is going to be blown up by something, I guarantee you, without any evidence, here, as the story goes, Russians did it. 100% certain. That's because, well, it happened before. Look at this dam. The Russians did it. What's the evidence? I don't know. They give you some arguments that if you use those arguments in the Nord Stream 1, Nord Stream 2 pipelines, you would find the guilty party in a second, and it's okay. So thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.